Hello and good morning, y'all, and welcome to Evergreen Tavern, which is a game made by one of my good friends, Rami, Null Moon Games, the horror game nerd. He has a lot of different names, but this is a project of his that he's been working on for quite a while now, and the demo just dropped on Steam, which I'll have linked in the description down below, and I want to show it off because I think this game has a lot of promise, and this demo has a ton of content. So let's go ahead and hop on into it. I started a quick little save file for this video, and we're just going to kind of look at the early game and just, play out a day or two. So Evergreen Tavern is a medieval tavern simulator where you need to build up your own little tavern, furnish it up, cook dishes, and farm and raise animals and make money. So when you start off this game, you are dropped out in front of the tavern here, which I've named the Hello Good Morning Food Place. And you also have a dog, who I've called Butthole Jim. Yes, basically you're set up here, and you get to order things, like tables, decorations, plants, crops, and they get delivered to this delivery zone, where you can then bring into the tavern to furnish or build up your stock, or you can go and grow crops. You build a fenced area anywhere you want it, anywhere in this world. There's a water jug and a well. You bring the jug to the well to fill it up. Like so. And yeah, grow your plants and make sure they're all nice and watered. So right now, actually, I'm running pretty low stock on drinks, so I'm going to go ahead and buy some more drinks right now, and we'll look at animals in a little bit too, because I've yet to do that for this tavern here. Alright. This is empty. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this, which has left a stick. Hey, Butthole Jim. Hey, buddy. Hey, right here, buddy. Fetch. Attaboy. Yes, the dog plays fetch. Isn't it amazing? Alright. Here's my new ale, which you can place anywhere you want inside of here. I'm just going to go ahead and put it here, and I have some extra wine, so when we run out of wine here, I will take care of that. I'm going to go ahead and make sure our menu, basically you set up a menu and you say what you're going to have in stock, how much of it you're going to have in stock, and it's going to say how much you're going to make per item. So I'm saying I have infinite wine, infinite ale, which should get me through the day, and when people come in, they know they can order either of those, and they'll be good to go. My crops will have a little while, so I can't really make anything for food, so we'll just be doing drinks today. So let's go ahead and open up our tavern and serve some customers. So we first fix this flower here. So this game lets you kind of customize things and build things up any way you want. It's pretty free in terms of that. That's not quite centered. I want this centered. And there's pretty much a purpose to everything. So these are all tables for one. One person can come here, sit here, enjoy some beverages. These are tables for four. This person wants an ale, so what you do is you pick up your serving tray. You come, you pour yourself an ale, go serve them. And if you want, you can, for drinks, get a bunch prepped if you want. But you do need to take your dishes up to the serving tray to make sure people get them. Alright, so in this game there are decorations. We have the flowers here. I have like a little tapestry on the wall. There's a bunch you can buy. And basically, these tapestries boost your tavern's reputation to bring in more customers, and by proxy, more of a profit. So you do want to start decorating. I'm actually pretty decoration light, and I've actually unlocked quite a few to use at this point. So I probably will buy a couple and build up this tavern just a bit more. And if you think just kind of farming and serving food and drinks and decorating a tavern's all this game has, not quite. We'll be looking at it in just a few minutes, but there is actually a dungeon element to this game. There is a basement here that leads to a procedurally generated dungeon, where you need to evade monsters, find treasure and gold that you can sell inside the shop. Like, you can actually run a little RPG item cash shop in here, but you do need to brave dungeons and stealth around and find things. There's also like Indiana Jones style traps in there and stuff. I would say the dungeons, you know, there's still work to be done with them. But considering this is a very early demo for the game, that you can play for free right now, as all demos should be, it's actually coming along really nicely. This game's come along a lot the last couple of months. And I'm like super happy with like how it's been kind of developing. Alright, let's get you some wine. And of course, if you want, you can hold multiple things in your serving tray. That way you don't have to like come back here every single time. If there's like frequent items, or you see like multiple customers down here, you can just load up your tray with whatever they need. Just gonna wait for a little bit more gold here. Take my money. The customers always leave a tip when they leave for some nice bonus dosh, if you will. You want ale? There you go. Hello, sir. What can I get you? What can I get you today? You want some wine? I am unfortunately out of wine in here right now. Let me go get you a fresh barrel. Because I am a man of the people. And I will deliver what the people want. Okay. Bring those down. Let's go ahead and pour out some wines here. We'll do like 3 and 3 for now. As you get deeper in the game, you can actually get refillable kegs, if I recall correctly. So I'm 99.9% sure you don't get to keep rebuying kegs at a certain point. But for this early bit of game, you do. Looks like we need 2 ale. Let's go do that. And this should bring us level 4, which is going to give me some more items to check out. Which is absolutely lovely. Ale, you got it, sir. Looking good. While we're sitting here, can I see how my crops are doing right now? Do they need water anytime soon? Oh, actually, the water level's doing pretty good, and they're actually almost fully grown. We could almost harvest these crops. Beautiful. Looks like there's someone new in here. Okay, you want an ale? You got it, sir. Yeah, right now in this early bit of the game, it's actually not super intense at all because we only have 2 things in the menu, and it's the easiest things. But soon you'll be able to, at least like from this point in the game, like if you were to play the demo from like level 4, level 5 area, you're gonna start getting prepped to cook food and like serve a bunch more dishes. It'll be a lot more to manage. So you're looking for something maybe a little bit more hectic than this, or a little bit more involved in this. It does get a little bit more involved. We'll probably look at a little bit of the cooking before the end of this video. I'll probably close the tavern pretty soon too, just to get in the dungeons. Because I think for this video's purposes, everyone kind of gets the point of what's going on right now. We're actually almost out of ale as well. Alright. Once this guy's in and seated, I'm gonna close the tavern, I think. And then we're gonna go check out the dungeons. You know, we'll check out the cooking first, and then we'll do the dungeons. We're closed, you can't come in there. He might still be able to come in here, because I think his AI is already locked into coming in here. That's fine. I'll take a last second straggler for some money. Why not? Wine? You got it. Very nice. Alright, now while they're all drinking, I don't have to manage anything else in this restaurant or this tavern. Let's see what we unlock to use and order. So it looks like I have unlocked a ceiling chandelier, pumpkin seeds, radish seeds, a chest, which you can put items in, some more pictures to put on stuff, barley seeds, item displays. Let's buy a few things, because we want to get the item shop stuff going, and I also want to raise a couple chickens. So we'll do that. Just so I can show that off. Where is a fence? You can also sort things, if you would like to do that. Arrow signs, table, small fence. There we go. Let's get our little chicken area here. We'll make it a 2x2. Just note though, there is a little bug in this demo, where sometimes you'll go to place down items and it'll just show like red can't be placed no matter what. If you run into that, all you gotta do is drop the item and pick it back up. Alright, so animals get spawned down in the field over here. We're gonna go ahead and take our chickens. I'm gonna put them in the little pen I just made. Hey. In. Thank you very much. Let's pick up this cock, and let's go down here. Shoop. Perfect. Now, we got an item display and a counter. So let us put our... That's wrong. Want it facing... I can never like remember like which arrow like means what for this. We'll put the counter here. And we'll get our item display and put it a little bit away from the counter for now. And again, you'll see what the purpose of this is in just a second. Or just a couple minutes, rather. There we go. There we go. Get a little tutorial on how all that works. We're not going to read it because I can show you how it works. And we also got this new tapestry. I'm going to put it right here. Beautiful. That's going to increase my tavern's reputation. And it looks like we also got our crops to grow in. After things grow in, you can always, of course, plant more crops. I have a bunch of extra seeds here that I could like plant in and grow. There's a little mechanic with this game too. That mechanic is if you place different crops near each other, they, I think it's either grow faster or is more plentiful? I forget like what the bonus is, but there is a benefit to putting different crops next to each other. So it kind of like forces you to think about like how you want to space things out. Alright, these still got like a couple seconds to grow, but I think I can afford a cooking pot right now. And if I can at least show the cooking really quick. Which honestly isn't anything too crazy, but it's functional. So I know at least at this stage of the game you gotta kind of figure out recipes yourself, but it's really not too tricky. I'm not sure if there's like a recipe book in this game that's planned, or if there is one already, I just never found it. And quite frankly, I haven't asked. But, you know, you can put some cabbage in here, and you get some cooked cabbage, for instance. Or you're like, cabbage and carrot. That's going to make a vegetable stew. And it'll put the plates down here, and you can add them to your menu, and people can order them. So there's my little menu here. The stew itself gets me 12 gold compared to like the 3 I get for wine. So it pays a lot more money to sell food. You just gotta kind of try different combinations of items, and you'll be able to make some pretty fancy dishes. Most of the recipes I've found in this game through my testing have been pretty logical. I'm sure I haven't found quite a few, but when you start mixing and matching, you kind of find a lot of stuff. Anyways, let me go ahead and showcase this dungeon bit. So you come to this basement, or this downstairs area, there's a little bookshelf with a little fancy book that you can pull, which leads into this dungeon area down here. You can go ahead and summon Satan. I said, summon Satan? Is it too... Oh, you know what? It might be too late at night. Hold on, we can only go in the dungeon in the morning. Nighttime dungeons are just a little bit scary. And I'm thinking that's why I can't open it right now. Let's just go ahead and start a new day. Before we play a Dungeon Explorer. Let's try this again. Why aren't you working? Hola, Mr. Dungeon. Why will you not open for me? Mr. Dungeon? Did you bug in the demo? Were you mad that I saved the game with you open and now you reopen closed? Or... do I need to open up my tavern and go in there? Maybe it's based on the tavern being open. I'm not 100%. Let's see. It is not. Well, we're going to reboot the game really quick. This is still a very early version of the game. Again, it is a demo. So please be kind to my nice little French friend, Ronnie, Null Moon Games. We're going to start a new game. It's alright. I don't care if I lose everything I just had. It's fine. Because you get to see the cooking. You get to see like what it's all about there. We're going to see if this quickly bug fixes it. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I bugged it somehow. So yeah, anyways, here is the dungeon system. We are now in a dungeon. It is randomly generated. Every time you come in here, when you walk into rooms, you'll see these runes light up. That's just a mark that you've been in a room before, so you don't get too lost. Because as you can imagine, dungeons are big stone buildings. And with procedural generation, there's only so much variety you can get with how the rooms look. So in these dungeons, you are going to find monsters that you have to distract by throwing a pebble. They'll make a noise and get them off your back, and you're going to find gold all around. And you're also going to find treasure chests that you can open. And those treasure chests are going to have items you can sell in your store as like a guild shop. Unfortunately, I won't be able to show people buying them because we had to start a new save file. But I'll give my good old pal a nice little bug report on that. And also be careful because there are pressure plates and traps. So you gotta kind of keep your eyes peeled for that. Can we drop down here without dying? We can. Wasn't sure if this game had fall damage. There's definitely axe damage. Collect me gold. If you look in the top left, we have 8 minutes here. In this lovely dungeon. Although you'll find exits at random back into the tavern if you want to leave early. Because you definitely don't want to die down here. There is one of the creatures, one of the monsters. We can try and run or sneak past. Or we can try and throw a distraction pebble. He doesn't really seem to be onto us right now, so we're just gonna try and just walk by without being found. I want to see if we can find us a nice treasure chest. Now, I'm not sure if this is the upstairs we were already at or not, or if this is a new section. I think it's a new section. Here we got another elevator here and a nice fat stack of cash. And I don't really see any other turning points. We're just going to go up again, I presume. And on up. There's a treasure chest. And there was nothing in this one, unfortunately. Oh, God. Hi. Okay, you were just a little bit of a jump scare. Okay. We ain't dead. That is back inside the tavern. If you... I think if you get hit 3 times, it's GG. So we can be kind of careful. I think it's 3. Okay, no one down here. We do got a little ghost over here. Distraction pebble. We got a chalice or a goblet worth 20. I'm actually going to run away because I think we're going to die soon. Oh, God, the elevator's gone. Crap. Can I sneak by this guy? Running by. I want to find a way back into the tavern to keep my loot. There it is. Let's go grab this. We got 2 things. We got a book worth 25 and another bronze goblet worth 20 that we can sell in our adventure store. And let us get out of here. And now we are back in our tavern. And if we pretend I'm on the other save file and not the new one I just made in this empty tavern, you'll be able to put the stuff on the counter and people could bring things they found to you and buy them from you. And that was just the kind of like general like idea of this demo. This demo goes up through level 5 right now, unless the cap raised in a recent update. But this the demo lets you just keep playing. You get to experience the gardening, the cooking system, the raising animal system, the dungeons, and I just think this is such a really, really cool little game. Regardless if it's made by one of my buddies or not, I'm very much into it. And I think it's very much worth a shot. So yeah, the Evergreen Tavern. I'll have the demo linked in the description down below. Let Ronnie in the comments know what you think of the game if you play it or just watch this. And just, I don't know, it's just really cool. I really like a lot of the design of this. It's been doing it for me. I've played this demo for, I think, like 4 or 5 hours now, and I've been into it. So yeah, Evergreen Tavern. It's fun. Give it a shot. It's free. What could possibly go wrong with a free demo? Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. Y'all have a lovely day. And as always, toodles y'all.